Yeah. Hey everyone, it's Evangeline here at eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at our Flint Hill Goods Compact Cargo Carrier here on the back of our 2019 Jayco Redhawk Motorhome. So the owners of the Redhawk Motorhome are actually very interested in cargo carriers because there isn't that much space inside the motorhome or in the basement. So something to be mindful of is that if you want to expand your cargo capacity, maybe you're coming back from a trip, you have muddy, sandy items, and you don't want to have to cram them into your motorhome, getting a hitch-mounted cargo carrier might be an option for you. Now this specific one though is going to be a compact, so it doesn't have as much surface area, but it technically has the same amount of weight capacity as other cargo carriers. Now, weight capacity with motorhome, something very important is that while it says it has a 500-pound weight capacity, be mindful of your hitch tongue weight capacity. Plus, there is a lot more movement behind a motorhome compared to behind a vehicle's hitch receiver. So if you can, please distribute your weight as much as possible, and if you do have those heavier items, consider reinforcing that cargo with either straps to your bumper, straps to your ladder. Those are often things I see people do in order to reinforce it. Another thing is there is an anti-rattle pin there in your 2-inch hitch receiver, which reduces that side-to-side movement, but there is going to be up and down movement. So the only way to get rid of that is to put a anti-rattle clamp that will secure the top and down. So if you do find you need to reinforce, that's another way of doing so. But with that all being said, this is not going to take up as much space. Let's take some measurements. Bumper to the end of the cargo carrier is going to be 2 feet, and there are reflectors on the end of the carrier to add to that visibility. Another measurement is ground clearance, and this does not have any rise or drop, so the height of your hitch is the height of the carrier at 16 inches. Now that's going to change depending on where you park, but it doesn't sit too close to the ground, so I like your chances when it comes to steep inclines like driveways or hills. Plus, with it being not as further out as some other cargo carriers, even once you start weighting it down with items, you're not going to see as much of a change in the height when it compared to where the hitch receiver height is. So that's going to be all good things. Another good thing is that this is made of steel with a black powder coat finish. So when you have your items in there and you need this strap down, you can utilize any part of these rails for those straps and for those hooks. Looking on the inside of this carrier, you have this open design. So that way, as you have those muddy and sandy items, all that debris just goes straight through the cargo carrier. But if you have smaller items, please make sure they're in a larger bag or tote so that those don't go straight through the cargo carrier. The overall look of this basket behind the motorhome, my favorite part is that look at the location of our ladder. This does not go into the way of that ladder. I'm able to fully use this and fully use the cargo basket. I'm not worried about exhaust or any other pipes being near the basket, which is good to see. Now, of course, our wiring harness is near our hitch, but we're not using that because we have a cargo basket in place. If you do want to use it, obviously you have to take this basket out if you want to tow anything else. But with all that being said, if you want something that doesn't take up as much room but gives you more room for cargo capacity, this might be a good option for you. If you're looking for something that might be larger because you're carrying a larger box, maybe check out something like the Flint Hill Goods Large Aluminum Cargo Carrier, which I tried out on this motorhome too. It was also a good fit, but it definitely took up more space compared to this. So pros and cons to every hitch-mounted cargo carrier. It's good to see that this fits really well with our motorhome. This was a look at the Flint Hill Goods Steel Compact Cargo Carrier on the 2019 Jayco Redhawk Motorhome.